Not the greatest of starts. Definitely not. Simeone has his work cut out for him, and he still has a bit of money left over. 17 million to use today. That is if we spend it. We've got a very decent team as it is. Youth is our priority. We've already got it here. We've got Pascal Struijk, who's okay. Not a big fan. Rutter, Gnoto, Somerville. Yes, all on the bench. But when in this team for the front three, when they've progressed with Butcherer behind them, what a front four. We've got 23-year-old Kevin Danzo signed, so he's still quite young, and Miranda's 22. Meslier's a young goalkeeper. Mark Rocker's 25 now. Tyler Adams, 23. The squad is on the good age group. I mean, they still want us to sign a veteran player. There it is. We've not done it yet. And Simeone should have one in his locker. He's managed an aging team at Atletico. We don't want to sell the oldies because a bid's coming from Benfica for Liam Cooper. Definitely not. As we're on to deadline day as well, so if we are going to get some business done today, it has to be now. No waiting for form, a spot in Lisbon want Rodrigo. To be fair, we've got space to lose a striker, but I don't want to do that. One player I have been looking at is Koke. 30-year-old central midfielder. Him and Mark Rocker could do some business. He's a leader as well. The only problem is we don't have the money to sign him, so I'm thinking maybe a swap is involved. Would they swap Pascal Struijk with a little bit of money? I'm not a fan of Struijk. I feel like they've wasted the time. Oh dear. Maybe it's up to the next window to see which actual youngster we get in. So there's a bid coming in from Rangers, I can just tell, for Patty B. And it is in. Ryan Kent is involved. That would be interesting if we didn't have Somerville and Willy Gnoto on the bench. Patrick Bamford will be staying, as Sam Greenwood I won't mind getting out on loan actually. Freiburg is destination. As they've even come in and offered him again, this time for Rodrigo. Ooh, that could be a decent deal. The only problem is Ryan Kent's 25-year-old. We've got Jack Harrison, we've got Willy Gnoto, we've got Somerville. Sinister as well. I know I'll forget him one off the end, so I am going to reject all bids for Rodrigo. I want to keep the spine of the squad together and show that Marsch didn't have to sign all them players. He could have done it with some he already had. Looked for a Simeone player, but not found one. Sam Greenwood does depart the club on that loan. That is the only bit of business that's happened on deadline day as well. One out, no one in. We go marching on together as we start with Brighton Hove Albion away at the Amex. Will we ever have a home league game? I mean, we did against Arsenal, but we lost in front of the fans, scoring 0 goals. And the team is this. We've gone for Adams instead of Weston McKennie, due to him getting a little bit of a knock. He's still on the bench. I'm trusting the players that did bad against Arsenal, just because I remember the Brentford game, when them bees got stung themselves. We've travelled all the way to the south coast against De Zebri's men. He will be a tough challenge to beat. Yes, just him on his own. Clinical mastermind. As Billy Gilmore with the ball straight through onto Danny Welbeck, ex-Man United player. And we've put a big tackle in on him. No card, I don't think. I mean, I don't even think it was a foul from Max Wober, who heads it away. Makes up for it, as we still should make up for it even more by scoring this penalty. Jack Harrison, he's already missed one against Newcastle. He's got to score against Sanchez. He's hit the bar. And I think the keeper had it covered. 2 out of 2 penalties missed. Mitoma uses Welbeck again. Straight past Kenny at the back. Wober on the cover. Max Wober's so much better than him at the moment. As Patrick Bamford has a gap. He survived moving to Rangers. Patrick Bamford. He's our top scorer at the moment now with 3. He's got 1 at the South Coast. Didn't even celebrate with the Leeds fans, but they know how important that goal is. Trying to get back on form, because you don't want to lose form this early on in the season. Willy Gnoto with a bad turn. We could be beating them here. That might have been their final attack. I think it will be, because we're the team with the corner late on. Weston McKennie just kicked it, and the game just cut away. Still, I'll take it. 1-0 win for the Whites. That is 3 points on the board, making up for Arsenal. Brendan Aronson not happy that I played him, as I've got a touch. I put some white on for Leeds. Dedication. Makes me feel bad for not wearing red at Man United. As the reason we highlighted that is because these games should be winnable. And we have United just at the start of October. What a game. A difficult month with Liverpool in there, who I might not actually play. I might test myself against teams that I think will be around us. Straight on to Fulham, where I am going to sim this game. We're 3rd in the league. And our form continues as we beat Fulham 2-1. Patrick Bamford again. And Jack Harrison. We actually beat Dan James's team, where he's on loan, as Mitrovic's 1 goal ain't enough. Have that one, James. Bet you wish you weren't on loan there now. Board very happy with us because we've made the money from shirt sales. Definitely Simeone's doing. And Villa just behind us. I say that, they're in 9th. But the gaps isn't too big with the goals, of course. We still are 3rd in this league, which is amazing. Above United, as we're not going to change the team up as well. We don't have to. We just need to make sure we win. I saw they had a Mano Broja. What a signing, but it's not enough to beat the mighty Whites. We win away from home. Miranda, Sinisterra, Broja with a goal. But Patrick Bamford, 2nd in the league now. Leeds might be going on a European tour with Simeone. Maybe that's why we're doing so well, but this is his first big test, apart from Arsenal. Man United, the derby game. What team would win at Man United? Would this team actually win? I mean, there's a bit of fatigue in Sinisterra, but he's actually just scored. Weston McKennie sat on the bench is harsh. Still, Tyler Adams does have that captain's armband. And I think I've got to play him Butcher straight in there. We're going to keep Gnoto, Somerville and Rutter above Brendan Aronson, Dallas and Rodrigo. Let's go and beat United. Is it at home, actually? That's something I need to check. It is. Ellen Road awaits for the welcoming of the Red Devils. Man United been through hell and back. That's just probably the journey to Leeds. They'll get a proper Leeds welcome as we're lined up, ready to go. Bamford leading the line. He's just amazing in front of goal. Goal machine, as they haven't come in red, as though we're playing tactics with us already. As it's a bad tackle from Bruno, lucky to be a yellow. And the Butcher on the edge of the box here, our number 14. The young lad just looking for a bit of a gap. Finds Mark Rocker, but Eriksen's just there. Straight away in the way. Azor Immobile they've signed, and he's got past us with a shot on. Meslier, welcome to it. Instant tester as they've got the ball on the edge. Martinez finds Marcus Rashford. That's a good 1-2. Rashford tackle by Kenny. The Austrian had to get there as Rashford threw onto Anthony. Anthony dinks that in. Players falling over the spot, and Anthony hitting the post. Too easy behind Christiansen. I didn't like the defending involved in that, as Kevin Danzo, he's going to pass that straight out into the big Dane, who's got to get running forward. I don't truly rate him, but I am going to play him at right back still, as now Tyler Adams, that's into Butcherer. There's a man slipped. The youngster goes for goal. David De Gea, welcome to it, but what a chance as the man in the box. I think that might have been Patrick Bamford going for the header, or Max Wober, who's got to get back. And he did. And he even won the ball. That Austrian at the back. Him and Patrick Bamford are just playing out the skin at the moment for us. As that's Mark Roker. That's into the Butcherer. Oh, the youngster has scored in the derby at Ellen Road. What a game to get your first goal in. Especially in professional football. He slides to his knees in front of the cameras at Ellen Road. What a day for the young lad. A day to be proud of, whatever happens now. And did anyone notice? I don't think it's going to show it in that replay. How De Gea just fully took him out afterwards. Still, that's irrelevant as Immobile passes it round the back. We need to make sure we hold on to this. That's a goal kick. And Lisandro Martinez round the corner straight into Immobile again. Max Wober and Kenny. I'm really rating our Austrian back line. That's a ball through onto Bamford. Bamford's getting away from Martinez. Slow down. Bamford. Big chance that. All you can hear is the Leeds fans as Immobile's gone down with an injury. Unfortunate for United. What a shame as Marcelo to charge forward with the ball. He finds Anthony. Anthony who's got to make sure he can't get that pass through, but he does onto Anthony Martial this time. We've tried to put a tackle in. That is Christiansen, I think, putting a wild one in. Still he wins the ball. Butcherer with the ball just before half-time. Christiansen running forward. Jack Harrison tried to dink it. Harrison less involved in this game as Casemiro on the edge. That's a ball through to Christian Eriksen. Meslier with one hand. Just before half-time, we've got to be careful. Don't want to bottle it like in real life, as that's a ball in. Christiansen with the header straight away. We lead United 1-0, courtesy of a youngster's goal. Butcher is the hero at the moment, as we've got to stand strong. Anthony trying to skip past us. Get across Maxi Wober. There we are. Just shadows him out. Still, Kenny Danzo's lost the ball, and it's pressure for Rashford. Ilian. What a save as we've kept the ball here. Weston McKennie round the corner. Christiansen onto Butcher. The Butcherer. Can we try and get this ball back inside? He's got very good footwork as well. He's even speeding past defenders. Fully confident just coming into this team that he can just keep that position in the squad. That's a ball over. Open goal. Patrick Bamford. Patrick Bamford into an open net. Ellen Road erupts. We are beating Man United by 2-0. Just an easy tap-in, really. The overhead kick was good, and just open. I'm surprised you can even see the stairs at Ellen Road. They should be covered in limbs. And a naughty challenge on Christian Eriksen at the start of that half. That's another little tackle on Casemiro. Keep plugging away, frustrating them. Then they won't be able to come back. However, it's a good move now. Martial into the path of Anthony. Danzo with the slide. We're struggling to clear his lines, but they'll still get back and in front of the ball. That's Kenny Danzo again. Still falls back to them. A shot comes in and Meslier saves it. The surprising thing with the Simeone team here is we've been able to break away and score loads of goals. It's into Miranda, the left back. And it says Max Wober's picked up a knock. We do have Pascal Struijk on the bench, but still I'm not a fan. Don't like changing centre-backs, especially in a game as important as this one, but it may have to happen as they're coming forward. 15 minutes left. There's still chance for 2 goals. We've got to stand strong. Bamford still running with it. That's out wide into Miranda. Whips one in. Willy Gnoto has to run. And a bad tackle came in from one of our men in the middle. That's Somerville, isn't it? Oh, thought that were a red. Somerville to run down this line as well. Into Patrick Bamford. Could it be 3? Butcher again. He had the chance. He missed. But I honestly don't really care. It's a ball swung in. We've gone for it with his feet. Diego Dalot to run around us. But it should almost be game over. And what a game it's been. They've brought Borja Iglesias on, a player we could have used. An experienced old Spanish striker, as he's got the ball there. We haven't got a touch on it. We need the clean sheet. Adams to whack it away. Ellen Road roars. Oh, it doesn't really roar. To say we're in second place against United and we've won 2-0. Get louder. Get celebrating. Dare to dream. We joint top of the league and we play West Ham next. What a time to play them. The league is very open, but Leeds fans, pump it up. Don't you know, pump it up. You've got to pump it up. We get into the Irons. Do we go with the same team that's just beaten Man United? I think we do. Ratings are even going up on players that I didn't expect. Christiansen, Wober, Danto. Actually, gonna go bold. I think I've said that 3 times in 2 episodes now. Sinistera didn't play well, so I'm gonna swap him out for Wilfred Gnoto. Yes. Don't play well, doesn't care what your rating is. Simeone will take you out. At the London Stadium, that was a grand old overview of it. Loved going there when the Mariners won. Shame it is away from home, but hey, David Moyes versus Diego Simeone in an early title-winning clash. Who would have expected that? To add to it, it's Leeds United versus West Ham. Not too big team, not Atletico versus United. We need to win despite these bloody bubbles in our faces. That's a ball over the top. Straight into Jack Harrison. What a drilled ball into Patrick Bamford. Oh my. What a start it could have been as Bamford finds the ball out into Jack Harrison. Jack Harrison will slow down. Back into Bamford. He's begging for a goal. Early intent as Harrison towards Wilfred Gnoto. Never really falling for him. Players wanting the ball whipped back into the box. That's Bamford. Eager beaver right there. Gnoto doesn't win the header, but Mark Rocker does. Straight into big potato salad man. Passing out from the back as well is what we do. Usually they're packed at the back. Under this Argentine as Harrison finds Christiansen. Oh, can't keep the ball. Oh no. As now Wober has the ball in the middle of the field again. Now on to Butcher. Butcher over the top into Jack Harrison, who slips inside. Harrison! And Scamacca. Ooh, West Ham are going to get a chance to break. They've even signed Amrabat, the Moroccan. Good signing as Goufal into Paqueta. Tester. Still a ball to come in and Bowen to whip that. Wilfred Gnoto over the top into Patrick Bamford. Get running Bamford. What a poor pass as well. He's good in front of goal, but from out of the back, that might actually cost us because Paqueta's going for it. West Ham on top as of late, but we might get a little break here. Mark Roca into Tyler Adams. Why not test the keeper? Flappy Hansky did something about it. That's a terrible tackle, Max Wober. It's terrible. He's into the book. I was just about to say a boring half. I think it was clearly inside the box, wasn't it? Clear as day. No! It was outside of the box. We've got very lucky still. Paqueta on a set piece with Bowen. And that area, we've got to be very careful. We've got to watch his other post, which we don't. Jared Bowen curls it in. West Ham take the lead. Clarets have got themselves in front. We've got to rebuild and go again in the second half. Good dummy from Paqueta and Jared Bowen. Well, will not watch it. Diego Simeone will be tested on his attacking prowess as Alexandro. Oh, he's another good veteran player that we could have signed. I've just had to think more as that's a good ball from Harrison into Butcher. Butcher tries to return. Being a bit more non-existent today as the young lad. Made maybe a weird change because it was playing okay was Jack Harrison, but I'm going to go with Somerville I just want, like, fresh pace on the field on either side as Somerville. Here he goes. He's going to cut inside and squeeze the ball through into Christiansen. Christiansen, the big Dane with the ball. Bamford. Oh, that's a terrible ball over the top. Bamford with the ball and we'll go over the top. Not over the top, but just through. That's back into Bamford. That one's deflected and we get a corner. Question is, do we take Bamford off for Rutter anytime soon? Because he might get a chance in this one. Tyler Adams falls on the edge. Rocker's going the long way round to score. Mark Rocker. He's been poor recently, I think. We've been swapping him for Weston McKennie. But we're all level in the title game. Across goal. Absolutely with all his soul. Leeds United back on level terms. Let's keep going though. I've took Tyler Adams off for Weston McKennie, so we are getting McKennie back on. Somerville on a turn straight into Christiansen. That's a good ball into Butcher. Can we actually win this game? That's a ball towards Wilfred Gnoto. Header from the little one. We even get a corner as well. Butcher near post. Patrick Bamford with a glance. Butcher with the ball. Chance to put it down into Bamford. Just before he may come off. Patrick Bamford opens his body up and gets it wrong. It's now gone from the really good attacking display to he's missing too many chances. As we've still got it in the box. It's on to Kenny Danzo, Weston McKennie, all the Kennys in the box. That's a good ball through onto Somerville, across the box. Doesn't reach Christiansen, still up. Gnoto should have hit a hand. Finishing the game strong. And Max Wober, who's usually been good. Kind of the reason we're drawing because of the free kick given away. Whip that ball in though, Firpo. Corner! Let's get it right. We're going to look to try and get Rutter on it with the long hair. Moving towards Fabianski. It's a poor ball in the end. A very poor ball and the whistle should go. As it does. A 1-1 draw down in London. And straight into Leicester City. Why is Juventus messaging me about McKennie's appearances? He has played every game. I'm disgusted with that message, but I am going to put him in along with Sinisterra for a simulation. Come on, we beat Leicester in the quick sim. No, we don't actually. Boubacar Soumare winning the game at Ellen Road. Shock to the system. Still, fifth in the league. Anfield's next, which does hurt. And Luke Ayling says he wants to leave at the end of his contract. Give yourself time to think. I'm going to try and phase him back into the squad, actually, because I don't want him going. When you don't win, you call for changes as well. So Somerville, Ayling, and Struijk. We're going to use this squad up. Max Wober not in there. I'm going to drop Willy off the bench for once. I'm going to give Aronson a chance. Yes, Aronson. Player I'm not a big fan of. I'd like to change this squad up as we're going to go to... I'm going to go to Anfield with that. Hopefully Somerville does scare them. Ayling is experienced. And Struijk, see if he can actually play well for once. Sinisterra leads the walk off the bus as well. Can the Colombian better Diaz? And here's Diaz straight away on the ball, you know. Diaz pulling it across. Mo Salah. Oh. What a start that is then. Very disappointed. That's an understatement how easy he got behind. A shame with how we've just conceded. And look how quick the passing is still. It's hit Cameron Butcher. And he's just going to keep the ball to himself. Free up a little bit of room. Let Robertson go back. As that's a ball down the line into Somerville to whip it in. I like the movement from our youngster in that move. He's still got to be a little bit better with his final product. As Mark Rocker into Weston McKennie. McKennie over the top. Into Sinisterra. Sinisterra. That is a good ball. It's close again. A Salah tackle by Kenny Danzo. Straight into Miranda, who's going to get running forward. Go on, Juan. I've not seen enough going forward from this guy. Let's keep on going. That's a ball into McKennie. Now round the side into Sinisterra. Could this be it? Come on, we're attacking well here. And when you get a bit of momentum in a game, especially away at one of the big six, the Sky Sports big six, you've got to take it. As Juan Miranda, that's found Butcher. And Somerville playing at 1-2 there. Our number 10 has a chance to run, you know. Crescencio, look behind you for Luke Ayling. Luke Ayling, that's a good 1-2, you know, from the old man. Somerville. Oh, it's just so hard to whip in a ball. It's better not be our slump, as that's a ball across. Handball. Handball. Where's the handball? Florian Wirtz has signed and sealed this result surely for Liverpool. It's so hard to score at Anfield. If we're not careful, these could do what we did to Brentford and knock 5 in, especially with Salah pulling out the tricks on that wing. Still, we have dominated when we've had the ball. We're lucky Nunes is offside. Could have easily been more. It's a bad back pass from them. Luis Sinisterra, we've got to take that chance. He doesn't. Mark Rocker not there. Free kick and all for Mo Salah. He's just dinking it towards Darwizzle. That's pathetic. And at half-time, it's pathetic from us. Step it up, Leeds lot. Patty Bamford with the ball again as well, straight off the bat. For a split second there, I thought Butcher were going to score. Offside as Juan Miranda. Oh, good ball through onto Sinisterra, who may actually stand a chance. He's missed McKennie out. And when we're out wide, we can't whip in crosses against Liverpool with Van Dijk in that area. So we've got to pass it back in. We can't even do that. But get the press on. That's lovely. It's forced an error into Weston McKennie. Even our own players blocking the shot. This is where Brendan Aronson gets his chance as well at Anfield. There's Mo Salah now. Salah over the top. It's off the post. Just truly deep how much Liverpool fans will be loving this and swimming in it. They just never liked Atletico under Simeone. And that's a good tackle, you know, from Patrick Bamford on the defender. This could be a lifeline. Patrick Bamford, he's hit the post. And you've probably heard already how much I don't rate Struijk in this team, you know. But Brendan Aronson, that's a goal back, you know. Crescencio Somerville, he likes a goal at Anfield. Jack Harrison's also come on in this game as he's going to go over the top. It doesn't happen now, does it? Brendan Aronson! Oh, that was his moment to impress! I was expecting the net to bulge, and we've still got a chance, but Diogo Jota's fully fit and on. And Salah's rattling the bar. What a chance as Rutter on the field, and Rutter running in behind, and Van Dijk causing issues. He's headed it over Alisson! Jorginho Rutter out of nowhere, off the Leeds United bench! 2-2! Where's it come from? How has it happened? The Frenchman with his first goal for United, and I tell you what, it's lucky. But Van Dijk has to take criticism. Gotta be careful, this will be a well-earned draw at Anfield. It's been so hard. Ball through from Weston McKennie as well, straight onto Jorginho Routier. We've got a man at the other post, so it's Rutter, isn't it? We're going to keep this into Aronson. Oh, Aronson! Still McKennie doesn't get it. Going to be game over in a moment. Almost happening. Still they've got the ball across. And Diogo Jota has done it for the Reds. Don't even get a chance to go as well again. We head into the next month after a bit of bad form. Luke Ayling offer coming in. I want to keep him. The month now, looking at it on the whole, pretty bad. I mean, we started it off brilliantly with the Man United game. Everton, Southampton, Palace and Chelsea. Everton don't really offer any threat. They're not up here. I think it's Palace that we might simulate. We're going to quick sim the rest of the games. And I mean, highlights against Palace, of course. And whoa. Whoa, I mean, Sean Dyche has done a job on us. I mean, I went with the same team because I thought it put an effort in. Apparently not. Nathan Jones is even beating us now. What is happening to this Leeds team? Simeone's going to have some questions in the press. He's even getting questioned by his own players in Rodrigo. On to Palace anyway, because I'm going to simulate Chelsea because we've got Spurs straight after it. Talk about a hard run and kicking you when you're down. Palace are in 10th, we're in 12th. We've dropped so far down with them defeats. Successive back-to-back, 4 on the trot. It has to be better, and you can see Rodrigo's up front. Let's have a good display from him. Back at Ellen Road for this one as Oliver Skip. Looking over the top. He's offside, is Zaha. That made that easy as Weston McKennie. A ball over the top, please. That is absolutely shocking. Who's it to? And a free kick for Palace. I'm bringing the goalkeeper to the near post. I don't care. As Odsonne Edouard. It's poor. Both teams lacking quality. I say we're both mid-table as well in the Premier League. This is like a League 2 game with the highlights. Rodrigo, though, back in the squad. Not sharp, but can he have an impact as we've gone over the top looking for the player running in at the back. Not sure who it was as Edouard. Oh, that's a good ball round to Elise. Meslier, the French teammate, saves that. Very close as Weston McKennie. McKennie will go out wide. Juventus have got to be happy with his game time now. Rodrigo used. Give it back to McKennie. I'd be happy if he scored or set someone up. Mark Roca hits Nathaniel Klein even starting the game. Still couldn't break through them as Sambi Lekonga now on loan there. Nathan Ferguson almost connected into Schlupp. We don't lose to Palace. I don't even want to draw to him, but we don't look good in front of goal. As Ferguson back into Mikel Elise. What a tackle, Ayling. That is why we want to keep him here, and it is a 0-0 draw with Crystal Palace. It stops the rot, and it's a clean sheet for Simeone, but he'll have some thinking to do and some discussions with his attacking-minded coaches. Have to be scoring, as Spurs are actually mid-table. Makes me feel better about playing them in 2 games' time. As for relegation, we are 6 points off Southampton. It looks like Brighton and Bournemouth are already gone. And that surprises me that Brighton are so far down. Could poach a couple of their players. Changing the team up magnificently for Chelsea. I mean, I'd be surprised if I get anything, but we're sharing the game time around the lads. I'm not going for one player. The importance of a squad is showing. Let's go out with a bang of this episode against Chelsea. We do, you know. Get in there. Wilfred Gnoto and Junior Firpo cancelling out Aubameyang's goal. Graham Potter. Insert gesture there, as that is a brilliant win. We've got so many scout reports, but I think we might end it there today, you know. See where we are in the league. Must say as well, whilst we're checking this, thank you guys for the support on the channel at the moment. We're still in the race for 10k, 9th in the league. Brilliant. Okay, we've stepped it up. Top half, I mean, a point behind or joint with United to go to Spurs next time out. We're back in trouble. Or not back in trouble. The other teams are in trouble of Leeds United slipping into Europe.